Hello. Welcome back to the A Reason to Talk podcast. My name is Alci. This is Max.
Nice. This is our first in-person episode because
Thanksgiving break.
He's on a watch list, and it makes making it really hard to actually do this podcast. But I figured, you know what? Let's go through with it anyways. By the way, not too much watch list talk this episode.
Oh yeah, no. Even though it's probably our funniest short, it is also our worst performing short. The episode where we talk about whether you're building a or not.
YouTube doesn't like that word in the first 2 minutes, so
first 2 seconds. It was a short. It was a YouTube short.
They also don't like it in the first 2 minutes of a YouTube.
Am I gonna have to censor the word
BOMB? That is all it is.
Yes, and he is totally not building one.
No.
Yeah,
that would be crazy. You're being crazy right now. Talking about that. This is a bad
How was
start.
your Thanksgiving, Max?
My Thanksgiving was fine. I was up for like 36 hours cooking.
How many turkeys was it again?
Just two.
And still,
but
still
like a total of 32 pounds of turkey.
Yeah, there better be some leftovers.
There are.
Okay, good.
For you? No. Your brother, yes.
Okay.
I like him more than I like you.
Yeah.
I also like your dog more than I like you.
Most people do.
He's a great dog.
Yeah.
I was gonna say yes. Oh, Joshua Wiseman. Let me know if you're single. I know you're not, but when you become single, let me know. The things I will do for you are insane.
Who?
He's a chef.
Oh.
Yes, not a random person that I know. Joshua Wiseman. He invented a lot of recipes that I have stolen and have taken advantage of.
This is such an interesting podcast format. I feel like John Bernthal Real Ones when you're talking. I'm just like
Hot Ones or Real Ones?
Real Ones.
Real Ones with John Bernthal.
Yeah.
Not when John Bernthal went on Hot Ones with
Did
Sean
I say
Evans.
Hot Ones?
You said Real Ones. I was confused.
Yeah, no, but like I just feel like I'm going. Yeah.
That's not great for podcast content. To just
His does pretty well.
because he's John Bernthal. For context, by the way, John Bernthal lived 3 minutes that way.
Yeah, on a street right by mine.
Yeah. He grew up 3 minutes over there.
Yeah.
And he may have gone to a school that we went to for a bit.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I
could take him in a fight. What a stupid podcast topic.
Yeah.
It's like, have you ever seen those clips of Bradley Martin?
I don't know who that is.
Okay, he's a content creator.
Yes.
Basically, he just takes steroids and he's strong. And then he'll have a podcast, and any single person that he'll have on, he'll be like, "Think I could take you in a fight?" It's like, "But I'm 260, bro. I'm 260 pounds." It's like, "But I can bench you." It's just like, he had professional fighters on.
Yeah.
And he still made this joke. He had a SEAL Team 6 member on.
Yeah.
He was like, "But I'm 260," and that's basically all of his content. It's horrible, and it's very. I have to be careful with what I say in your house. It is very Nelk Boys adjacent, which is probably the meanest thing I can say about any person.
And I don't even know what that is.
Yep.
And you don't have to be careful about what you say in my house, Max.
It's very right-wing, targeted toward...
Are you... Okay, Max just implied some interesting things about my house.
No.
Okay, now you're giving me a weird impression.
Dude, you're being nuts right now. You're being like...
Is this the gaslighting episode?
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
How was your Thanksgiving? You were telling me about that.
It was good. There's some recipes that I liked a lot. Okay, there's a recipe from Next Chefs on YouTube that talks about sous videing a turkey. Heads up, it says to mix in salt and sugar into the marinade that goes into the sous vide, like the vacuum seal package. Don't do that. The sugar ruins it. It's a weird thing to infuse into turkey. Don't do that. The salt's good. Salt is fine. It just makes it. Don't use sugar. It's weird. It's weird. I would use a teriyaki marinade or something like that. I think it tastes significantly better than just the sugar.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna use sugar, make sure you get the quantities right. Because if you don't, like I did, it will just taste like a fruit tart, but it's a turkey. And just nodding along.
Yeah.
Met some cool new people online over break.
Oh yeah, no, we'll talk about that once we get to the day after.
Yep.
Or just the night of Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and so I ended up staying up for 36 hours, putting his stuff in sous vide, and then doing like Joshua Wiseman's Hokkaido Parker house rolls. That's what he calls them. They're really good. They're like butter rolls, and they're really yummy. Would recommend that. Got a new stainless steel pan. This is very boring, but to all my food lovers, just get stainless steel. So many recipes are crafted for stainless steel that they say you can use either Teflon nonstick, ceramic nonstick, or cast iron. Bullshit. Use stainless steel. Screw you. Don't patronize me. Don't patronize me, white man. That's it. Tell me about your Thanksgiving.
My Thanksgiving was very nice. I got to come back even though it looked like I wasn't going to be able to, because our family friends, helped out by contributing some of their built up flight miles, so that was really, really nice of them.
Did you fly on your own?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a big boy.
I can smell your diaper from here.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so I come here, I watch a couple movies on the plane. Dude, the second I'm able to come home, I watch so many more movies.
What'd you watch?
I watched that movie Dream Scenario with Nick Cage. It was more recent. It was A24. Yeah, it's about dreaming. Exactly.
Oh.
And
fuck yourself.
It's an interesting concept. It's about a guy who all of a
I
sudden
was snoring because it was boring what you were saying.
Really? No, it's an interesting concept. It's about a guy who's showing up in people's dreams. And the first half was really disappointing. The second half was interesting. Then I watched Lady
Inception.
Bird. I finally watched Lady Bird.
You haven't seen Lady Bird? I've only seen clips from Lady Bird.
Well, okay, then don't you haven't seen Lady Bird? You haven't seen it. You haven't seen it.
You're a film major,
yeah,
dude.
And so I watched Lady Bird.
Okay.
Yeah,
you haven't seen Blade Runner.
Yeah, because I want to watch I haven't seen Blade Runner 2049, which is what he's talking about, because I want to see the original Blade Runner.
It's so much worse. It's so much worse.
You haven't seen it though, have you?
I've seen trailers. It's so much worse.
You can't trust older trailers. Older trailers did not know how to trailer. Except for
Roadhouse.
Except for the Roadhouse trailer. Except for the Roadhouse trailer.
It's such a stupid movie.
We're watching that on Patreon. We have to.
We're gonna watch it on Patreon. Warner Brothers, UMG. Please don't be mean. My aunt works for you, so I think she got our back.
Okay.
She's a copyright lawyer for that. I think we'll be fine.
Ask her about if there's any loopholes, maybe.
She's very anti-loophole. She yelled at me for 25 minutes because I lied about my height on my license. And it's funny because my other aunt is a judge, and she said, never in my life have I ever seen someone be in trouble for that. Ever. It's like a very standard thing.
But do people lie on their license all the time about their
yes. Height
really?
And weight. All the time.
Really? I had no idea.
They don't check.
I guess I've never had to lie about those things.
I'm in your house, which means I can't say the things that I want to say.
You can say whatever you want.
That's not true.
You're gonna tell me to kill myself.
No. Alci's parents.
Yeah.
They're upstairs. They're they literally on the floor.
No, my parents are anti-suicide joke when talking about killing yourself, but they did say that, you can tell somebody else to kill themselves. That's just fine.
Okay, I'm gonna kill myself and then blame you and radically change the course of your life forever.
You just broke the rule.
Damn it. You were describing your Thanksgiving.
I was describing my fly.
Lady Bird.
Yeah, 5 stars. Yeah.
Who was it? Who directed?
Greta Gerwig. She wrote.
That was Greta Gerwig. Okay.
It was honestly my favorite I've seen by her. I really liked.
Have you watched Little Women?
Yeah, I really liked Little Women, and that was my
good.
favorite until I saw Lady Bird. I like Lady Bird more. Lady Bird is just.
Stop doing that. It's gonna pick up the mic.
Yes, I will stop tapping my leg. That's my bad.
No jitters.
Okay.
What else did you watch?
Well, I've watched more things over the break.
What did you watch on the plane?
Those 2 things.
Oh, it's not that long a flight.
Yeah.
Okay. And
then I rewatched The Batman and my family before starting to rewatch The Penguin with them.
I did just rewatch The Batman as well.
Yeah. How do you like it after watching The Penguin?
I don't like the way that Max compresses their video footage.
Oh no.
Hate it. Hate the Max player. It is garbage. Very, very against it. And it's okay. HBO is home box office. They've been in this game longer than anyone else. They should nail it, and they fuck it up every time. It is so bad. And for the movie like The Batman, it's so dark that they just, when they decompress the bit rate for all the blacks,
Dude.
It makes it impossible to see the blacks
It
contrasting
just
with
gets
the
all
whites.
pixelated and
Nah,
it's
hate
really
it.
annoying. But
Love the movie.
It's still a great movie. What do you think about it after watching The Penguin?
Better, so much better than Penguin. So much
Honestly, The Penguin on the rewatch is I'm actually liking it even more.
Really?
On the rewatch.
After rewatching Batman,
Especially
I liked
watching
less.
it. No, especially watching it right after the Batman. If you go right from the end of the Batman, like with that shot of the Penguin there, and then roll right into the Penguin, it's actually pretty awesome.
Mm.
Because you still have that like exhilarating feeling from the Batman.
It felt like I didn't like how I could like see that it was a lower budget version of trying to be the Batman.
That is fair.
So,
but
I'm
I
not
was
done.
I was agreeing with you.
I'm not done.
But I was agreeing with you.
Cool, but I wasn't done speaking.
But I was agreeing with you.
Sorry.
Damn, wait, you actually hit me. That was good.
Thank you.
That was solid.
I really hope I didn't screw up my phone. Because we blocked for these seats. No. What I didn't like is that broke a rib.
No, that was right in the gut, man.
Dope.
If I throw up on you, I had a lot of Thanksgiving.
I deserved it.
Yeah.
I didn't like how it's like the music was worse. I did not like the cinematography as much.
The music, I actually loved the score for the Penguin.
I thought it was significantly worse than the movie.
Really, I've always thought the Batman score was a little overrated.
Really?
Da 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 da.
It's crazy that you're stupid.
No, I'm just saying, like, I like the parts of the score that are much more I like the more. I like the part of the score that plays at the end of the movie when he's driving off with Catwoman. I really like those parts. I like Michael Giacchino. I think he's a great composer. But I don't think, like, it's still a good score. I don't think it's all that. It's probably my least favorite of the live-action Batman scores.
Really?
Yeah.
I like it the most.
Really, no, I think Zimmer did Zimmer did the best job, but that's Hans Zimmer.
Okay, I think it's just supposed to serve different elements thematically.
Yeah. But
that was a little bit too rushed, and this is much more slower, much more focus driven.
But that's why one of the best ones is Batman the Animated Series.
I don't remember the score.
Is this the whole podcast?
I hope to God not. Does Hans Zimmer know what he's doing?
Yeah.
13 Grammy wins or something.
He might be coming back for Nolan's next movie, I heard.
For what?
He might be coming back for Nolan's next movie, I heard.
Really?
Because he didn't do Oppenheimer.
Or
Tenet. They had a little bit of a falling out.
No shit about Tenet. Because the Tenet's audio sucked.
I liked Tenet.
I liked the movie Tenet. I didn't like the audio where they intentionally peaked it because they're like, Nolan's a genius. It's like, don't do that. My ears hurt.
Yeah.
Don't do that. It was a bad thematic choice, I would say.
I think having Travis Scott at the end was a bad thematic choice.
Probably. That'll do it.
It was kind of like a Nolan movie's ending with rapping. I was kind of
Yeah, I should not be able to hear the end of a Nolan movie in Fortnite. Like, that shouldn't be a thing. To be fair, though, I can't talk about this because... No, I can now. Okay, so a few years ago...
Yeah.
Some people that have funded our movies... A person that's funded our movies...
Uh-huh.
He don't remember if I told you this. He and some other people approached Kevin Feige.
What?
To propose an idea.
This idea being?
Releasing the new James Bond movie at the time, which was...
was that Casino Royale, or was that one of the sequels to it?
It was No Time to Die, I think.
Oh, really? This recent?
No. What was the most recent one?
No Time to Die. Yeah.
It was the one before that. Skyfall.
No. Spectre.
It might have been Spectre.
Yeah.
This was 3 or 4 years ago, actually. So I don't know.
Then it might have been No Time to Die.
Might have been No Time to Die. Releasing it in the Fortnite universe thing.
Ooh.
Which I have my own qualms with as an idea. But releasing it exclusively.
Oh!
For the first few days. Releasing it only in there. So the people had to download Fortnite to watch the movie.
Did they have to pay to see it on Fortnite?
No.
It would have been free on Fortnite.
Public lobby. It would get people to play Fortnite. That would be the idea.
Oh.
What the response was We're already working on doing that within our own ecosystem with Epic Games. So, no.
Okay, and wait, why'd they go to Kevin Feige for this?
I think it was him. He directed most of the recent, like the Spider-Man ones, right?
Who do you think Kevin Feige is? He's not a director.
I think he's directed some stuff, but
he isn't. He's the head of Marvel. He hasn't directed anything.
Who's the one that
is a producer?
Who's the one that did the most recent Spider-Mans?
John Watts.
It was not John Watts. I think it was Kevin Feige.
Are you thinking of Jon Favreau?
Maybe.
You've made this mix up in the past.
It was one of those two.
No. It's not Kevin Feige, because he's not a director. Jon Favreau directed Iron Man and Iron Man 2.
One of those two was the guy.
It's not Kevin Feige.
Let me finish. Was the one who pushed Marvel to do significant CGI reliance with Epic Games and build stuff in the Unreal Engine.
Okay, well then it could have been Kevin Feige. I'm just saying, if it is, he's not a director. You need to know this.
Cool. They approached one of those two. It might have been Jon Favreau. Probably was Jon Favreau.
Okay.
Probably was Jon Favreau, now that I think about it.
Okay.
And they're like, no, we're already doing this. Sorry.
Yeah. But why would they approach them about James Bond?
Because it was, I think, maybe it was an anonymous content thing. I don't know. It was something that they had, like, production rights to, or distribution rights.
Interesting. But I just don't understand why you would go to Marvel about that.
Because Marvel is the thing that had the most tie-in with like Epic Games and using Unreal Engine and putting content onto the Unreal Engine. Fair. It's a bad idea.
Okay.
I think personally.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And there's probably elements I'm getting wrong about this story.
Most likely. Take everything Max says with a grain of salt.
With a grain of salt. But we could also have this person on to explain the story to us.
Ooh, we could.
So,
but that. Maybe there will be guests in the
Daniel Craig, very nice by the way.
I've heard. Yeah. What do you think of his new movie coming out, Queer?
I have a lot of respect for him.
For coming out as queer? Is that what you... No. His new movie coming out, Queer. Yeah. Look, I'm looking forward to it because Luca Guadagnino.
Don't make me link director. The movie that you did, dude.
I will. I'll do it right now. If you want to see some interesting content, check the top right corner. Maybe I'll cut this part out. We'll see.
It's funny. That's really funny.
Anyway, the Batman. I really liked the score for the Penguin. I liked it a lot.
I found it okay. I also listened to it in two fashions. Mm-hmm. Or three fashions actually, or three different listening devices. First one was my home theater setup.
Yep.
Second one was my decent headphones. Third one were my like professional mixing headphones. Mm-hmm. None of them was I particularly thinking, man, this is good. I like this a lot. It became very forgettable to me. For me, I
liked it from the moment it started because it's very Penguin to me. It makes me think of the Penguin, you know. If like it's music that makes it's music that reminds me of the character.
I'm gonna be honest, I completely forget the theme as of now, and I watched the whole series all the way through.
Yeah, I know, but I'm not saying it's an incredibly memorable theme, and the Batman is memorable, but largely because of its simplicity, I think, and that's why I'm just thinking it's a little.
I think it intros simplistically, but I think that contrasts with the sound design of the movie really well.
Fair enough. No, like the Batman is a brilliant
film. It was mixed.
The Batman is a brilliant film. I can talk about my actual issues with the Batman movie, which I talked about in my recent Letterboxd review. It is not a perfect movie, by any means, in terms of writing and plot.
Yeah.
There are a number of issues I have with it, and well, for instance, okay, I'll just get into it. I'm on a podcast. What am I talking about?
Exactly. This is a film adjacent podcast.
Yeah. Okay, so Batman does not feel very smart in the movie.
No.
Yeah, it's kind of like the first live action Batman detective story we've gotten, which is awesome because Batman is he's the world's greatest detective. But he does not feel like the world's greatest detective in this movie.
No, he's kind of a schmo.
In fact, the smartest on-screen Batman we have is the kid in the show Gotham.
Yeah.
And which is a little bit crazy to me that the smartest Batman is 12.
And is acted mediocrely, I would say.
When he's 12, yes, I think he gets better. as he goes along. I think he's a good actor.
I think
the
it's a
kid.
little better.
He's a good actor, the kid. He played something before that, which is why he got the role where he did really, really well.
I think
don't
he
know
did
much about
fine.
it. No, he did really well in this.
That's
other
not
role.
true.
In this
Oh,
other
okay.
role.
I think in Gotham he was written kind of poorly actually. That's what
That I can understand. And then I really liked him in Gotham because
really.
Like the kid who grows up to dress as a bat and take on criminals, he's gonna be a weird kid. And I appreciated that he was like a weird kid. I mean, compared to the rest of the show wasn't incredibly written in the first season.
Dude, they had NoHo Hank as Zaz.
Yeah,
right?
no, and they
funny.
But they also made Zaz a contract killer with guns and stuff, and that doesn't make. In the comics, he's a serial killer. He kills people with knives.
Knives only.
Yeah,
Exclusive.
and then marks himself. They did do the marking himself, but they really changed the character. What they should have done, and they even had this character in the show for a single episode. They should have replaced that role with the Flamingo, which is a real Batman villain he's a crazy mob killer who's also a cannibal.
Hold on. No, they should not have. They
He was
should
in the
not
show.
have replaced it with the Flamingo.
Eduardo Flamingo.
That has such little audience.
No, but I'm saying I would have respected them as a Batman fan.
Yeah.
Who are they attracting with the show if not hardcore Batman fans? And I'm telling you, the character was literally in the show. They literally had
I
Flamingo
think they
in the
tried
show.
to make it more of a drama, more of a Succession type. That was
No.
bad.
The Gotham is one of. Here's what I'll say: the Gotham TV show, not great at everything.
Bro,
I think
the
it did.
Penguin in Gotham, dude?
No, the Penguin in Gotham's good.
I actually think he's fine. I don't love him.
But like, okay, but I think they
They made him lanky.
the best. Yeah, that's true. The best thing they do is the Riddler. He's the best part of the show. But
That gave a little cartoonish vibes to me.
But here's what I'll say. I think Gotham is one of the only things who, at points, effectively... Sorry, Max was tapping my leg, audio listeners.
Because he kept shaking it, and
Yeah.
that's bad for interference.
What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. I think it's one of the only live-action Batman content to, at some points, not throughout the entire thing, effectively mix the fact that these are, real psychopaths who are really fucked up with that comic book goofiness that they come from. Because comic books are goofy. Comic books are goofy.
I think that's also why they kind of turn away
No, but I think I want to see
other people from that medium.
I know, but I want to see some modern day Batman content, and this is why I'm excited for James Gunn, where it's not grounded and realistic, which they're doing with the Batman universe, which I understand, but it's kind of like
it.
I kind of want some superpowers in there, man.
Oh, that would be cool too.
I want to see like
They could
I
do
want to
a,
see someone I want to see someone do something new. I want to see someone do Batman where Batman's dealing with some like supernatural shit.
I want to see like an unbreakable superpowers Batman.
I could see that. But also I kind of want more than that because it's just like that would work in the Batman universe, I think. But I really want to see somebody actually effectively tell a Batman story where it embraces the comic book world that he actually comes from. I want to see him fight Clayface. I want to see him fight Mr. Freeze. Because those are characters that have some genuinely, heart-aching stories, but they're also a little goofy.
Okay.
In concept.
Well, the reason that I am pushing back on this is because that's a mix of like genres. It feels like because you could very very closely end up with the CW Flash show.
Yeah.
And that's not what you want.
No,
but that's
it's not.
that's a more cartoonish.
Yeah. No, but that's not what I'm
version of
talking.
the
That's not what I'm
character.
talking.
You're talking about the Arrow.
No, that's not what I want either. Because Arrow didn't effectively mix it. I said Gotham at times I think effectively mixes the.
That was my biggest problem with the Riddler in Gotham was that it was we're virgin speaking right now, and we're gonna need to cut this part short. I'm realizing because we're virgin speaking.
Anyways, I don't think we need to say much more on it. But I want to see some writers take some more chances with Batman. That's what I want because otherwise I feel like we're just gonna get the same thing over and over again. Oh, grounded Batman. I've seen it too many times at this point.
Do you think they're catering to the just you?
No, but
But you want them to.
yeah, but I'm saying like, wouldn't it be? It's just I think fresh takes on things are nice, don't you?
No. This is kind of my opinion on Michelin star food. There's
No, but
there's fresh takes on something, but then there's also doing the same thing perfectly. You think it's been done perfectly before. Is that why you want new fresh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
I think it can be done in contemporary lenses, but still be.
Yeah, because it's also, but like, let me put it this way: in other formats, non-live action, we've had effective Batman stories where there aren't powers. Look at Batman the Animated Series.
It's an animated show.
Yeah, I said in other formats.
It was TV-13.
Yeah, but now we're getting Batman Cape Crusader, which is R-rated in their deaths, and it's really, really good, and it's that same thing. And it's animated, and it's made by the same people as Batman the Animated Series.
Okay.
You just need to let me finish when I speak. If we're able to do it in animation, why can't we do it in live action? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, because animation's cheaper.
Oh, it is cheaper. I'm saying writing wise. You know,
because otherwise you end up with the CW show.
No, I'm not talking about a TV show. I'm talking about a movie with a $300 million budget.
You want a $300 million budget that's like a genre mix of like adult child. You want like a Deadpool Batman.
No.
Wolverine Batman.
Maybe.
I think that's like
you
Logan.
mean Dark Claw, the Wolverine
you want Logan.
Batman combo from the comics?
You want like a Logan movie.
Yeah.
Where it's kind of cartoonish, but still kind of gritty.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's been done before. I want to see it done with Batman.
It was done because Hugh Jackman is a perfect actor who was matched with also a perfect actress in a plot that made sense for his character.
And I'm saying, I want more movies of that quality. Is that such a crazy thing to say?
Yes.
That I want more movies of that quality.
I want more Birdman. I want more Blade Runner. I want more Dune 2. Like,
no, I want more new shit. Because those are all things I've never seen.
I want them to keep making movies.
Yeah, but I've never seen movies like those, and they're fine. What is wrong with saying I want high quality movies? What do you mean?
It's just
why are you you're trying to argue with me for no reason?
No,
I don't see
not.
your point.
You
don't have a point here. I'm literally just saying I want to see higher quality stuff with some more fresh.
Okay,
taste.
sorry. I was trying to make my point a little more obscure than directly saying you just want something that other people are already doing. You just said I like ice cream. But no shit, dude. But everyone likes ice cream. Everyone wants a good movie.
Yeah, no shit. And that's why I'm so confused why you're arguing with me.
Because it's a pointless thing to say.
No. It's not a pointless thing to say because that's not what I was saying at first. I say, I want them to go in this direction. And then you started breaking it down and breaking it down and breaking it down. And now we're here. This is you. You couldn't just be like, a well done Batman movie with that direction would be interesting. Would it not?
So podcast listeners, this is called the straw man debate technique. You intentionally misunderstand what the person you're talking to is trying to say, and then you break that down and then find a made-up issue with that argument that you have also made up. This is called the straw man. Because a straw man
So
villain.
You were just, like, bullshitting this whole time.
Not really. I was minorly...
You were just full of shit this whole time.
I'm on a podcast.
Yeah.
No, I genuinely believe what I was saying, that it's kind of reductive to just be like, I want this thing. And it's like, yes, everyone wants that. And
yes. So, no, but like, at the same time, then it's just like, move on. Why do we have to keep talking about it? You're making it repetitive.
Oh, because
We're still talking about
I need
this.
to beat you down.
We're still talking about
because
this.
You need to learn.
We're still talking about
because I'm teaching you.
But what if you're stupid?
Pay attention to my lessons.
I can't believe you're arguing with a film major.
I can't believe I go to a debate school.
Yeah.
Full of nerds and pussies.
But just because you know how to argue doesn't mean you're right. That's why we're still arguing.
Yeah, I know.
Because you haven't beaten me.
No, it's
because you're lesser. Because you're below me. Physically, because you're short.
You know who said stuff like that? See, this is another argument technique. It's called reducto ad absurdum, where you reduce something someone says to the extreme version. You know who else said stuff like that? Hitler. Hitler said stuff like that. You're like Hitler right now.
You know.
Yeah.
No. Oh, audio listeners, I was choking Max and then he threatened to throw a shoe at me again.
Yeah, because I did that before. We have raps here. We could spar.
You really want to do that?
No.
Yeah.
We're in different weight classes. I would prefer to do jiu-jitsu.
Oh, yeah, it would be unfair to me because we're different weight classes.
In jiu-jitsu, yes. But I did jiu-jitsu for years. You just started. Years.
You know how to win in a fight against someone with jiu-jitsu?
Start kissing them.
Not far off.
Reese?
Yeah. You know, but like audio listeners, if you're ever in a street fight and someone's doing jiu-jitsu on you, bite them. You're welcome.
Or pepper spray.
No, not if they have you in a fucking hold, I'm saying.
Oh, call the police. They can't do that. That's illegal.
What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. Okay, so I watched the Batman, and
We need to move.
and
past,
I like the Penguin on the rewatch, but as I remember, I like the first half better than the second half of the Penguin. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Yes.
It gets
Except
a
I
little
do
repetitive
like
in the second.
yeah. Except I do like the very ending of the Penguin.
The finale is really good.
Yes.
It's powerful.
Whoa.
It's powerful.
You just admitted that.
I don't like the way it was done. I think it's powerful.
It is. I like it. I like it.
But I also don't.
I think it's the only direction it could have gone.
I don't like stories that are designed to prop up movies. I prefer things that are more self-contained.
I suppose.
It feels kind of sell-outy.
Interesting.
I
But
don't know.
also, you also at the same time said, I really wish Batman showed up at the end. You also did tell me that immediately after you watched it.
Did say that. No. What I said was I wish Batman came in and started throwing ninja stars at everyone.
You mean batarangs?
No, I mean shurikens. Because that's more interesting. Okay. That's a grittier Batman. That's Batman before he puts on the costume. He's just a ninja.
Okay, see, that's saying something that everybody knows.
Yeah. We have to move on.
Yes, that's what I was about to do.
Virgin talk is too high.
Okay, so yes. Next day, Thanksgiving. I go to my
You're
family
yelling
friend.
in my ears.
I know! So next day, I go to my family friend's farm for Thanksgiving. It's really nice, and they, helped me get here, and it's really awesome.
They're great.
They are great.
They're great.
We filmed a movie on their land. It was awesome.
Thank you for listening to the podcast, Reese. This is a special shout out to our longest Patreon sub.
Yes.
No, Kylie's our longest Patreon sub.
By like a few hours.
Interesting. Yeah. Stop.
I caught myself. Yeah.
Okay, but thank you, Kylie. Thank you, Reese. Thank you, DJ. Thank you, Max.
Yeah, we'll get into this in a minute. We'll get into this.
Because, no, we don't have to go past this.
We'll go into it my Thanksgiving night. Because it's interesting. So Thanksgiving was really fun. Shit. I eat turkey good. Seeing family, friends, really awesome. Really like these people. It's one of the only places.
Me too.
It's one of the only places where there's a really large group of people, and I genuinely like spending my time with all of them.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and this is gonna be mean. This is related to what you're saying.
Speak.
I told my dad that you went to I was gonna say their name. I went to this amazing family's farm, and that you were like, because you would tell me about this football game you would play in the past.
Oh yeah, we play football every year, and it's the one time a year I play football, and I always dominate somehow because we're playing against a bunch of people who don't play football at any other time of year.
That's kind of why my dad was kind of laughing. He's like, it'd be funny to imagine Alci in that situation where he has to be kind of like jockey.
Yeah. No, I made two touchdowns.
That's shocking to me.
Yeah.
You must have been playing against against fantastic people.
No, there was more people here than I can ever remember being at the farm before.
And you didn't invite me.
No, you had 2 turkeys to eat at your house.
And rolls. I could have brought them.
You had 2 turkeys to eat at your house.
I could have brought them.
Okay. We spent the night there, and I had work to do. I had to make a thumbnail for last week's episode, and I had to do things. And then it turns out people in the Patreon Discord.
So it's been popping off.
It has been. They wanted to do a VC, and so I'm doing a VC with Max and other Max, who is one of our patrons. Thank you very much, Max. And then all of a sudden, Reese pops in. Hi, Reese. And we're talking all night. And then out of FOMO, we get our friend DJ to join. Hi, DJ. Our patrons. Thank you very much, patrons. Thank you very much. You guys rock. And we have great conversations on the Discord. And so I'm going around the farm in the middle of the night, sounding like a robot on other people's ends.
Dude, it was miserable. Thank you, Patreon listeners. We like you all equally. There's not a specific one of you that I would like more than the others.
Anyway, so Max was hitting on someone.
No, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. You pervert.
I'm not going to say who it was. It could have been Max for all we know. That's
probably the most likely option. It could have been you, for that matter. It could have been the Discord bot.
No. So
now your turn.
Yeah, audio listeners, Max just rejected me.
No, and then I went back in for the kiss, and then he said no.
Yep. Oh yeah, so I woke my mom up because I was circling the house at about 2 a.m.
Yeah, and it's like 100 acres or something.
Yeah, no, but I was just circling the house because I need to stay close to the Wi-Fi. So I didn't sound like a robot for you guys.
Which you did.
And I woke my mom up, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And then so I go to bed very late, and then here's the thing that annoyed me the next morning. I wake up at 3 p.m. while I'm at the farm. And I'm really annoyed because back home before college, on weekends, when I had nothing to do, my mom would get me out of bed at noon at the latest. Here we are on the farm. My mom goes, "Oh, I just wanted to let you sleep. You were up late." I'm always up late, Mom. I have minor insomnia.
He's complaining about his minor insomnia while yelling under her bedroom.
Yeah. But, like, it's, you know, my mom's very sweet. She didn't want to bother me. But it's kind of like, all those times you've woken me up for nothing. And we're on the farm once a year, and you let me sleep? Okay, that's my rant to my mom. I love my mom. I love my mom so much.
I think we just bought a very similar version of this couch.
Oh, you did? Man.
Yeah. Is that the end of your thing? I guess, yeah, today is today.
Yeah.
Today is today. Today we are recording on Black Friday. And it is 12, so it is crossed into Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday.
Yes. Approaching Cyber Monday.
Approaching Cyber Monday.
Yes.
I have yet to find any deals that have grabbed my attention beyond all of the money that I have already spent.
I bought Black Friday tickets to go to Comic-Con with my friends.
Yeah, you didn't invite me, asshole.
It's in Louisiana.
You know there's one in D.C.?
I know. We'll talk about that on our next episode with
that
our
is a
special guest.
Fun story.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy story about what happened the last time I went to a Comic-Con.
The only time.
No, not the only.
You've
time.
been, but you don't invite me to. This,
no, it had
this
been.
is a fake friend.
It had been a long time.
Fake friend.
I didn't know you liked comics.
Fake friend.
Do you read comics?
Bruh.
Fake friend. Do you read comics?
Yes.
Really? What's your favorite comic?
Flashpoint.
No, you've seen the movie.
And I've read the comic book. I
have?
have it. It's in my room.
What's your second favorite comic?
One of the Green Lantern edition ones.
You like Green Lantern now, huh?
I like the comics.
So when I'm saying there's a Lantern show and you're just like, oh, Green Lantern's never done right. And I'm saying, well, what if it could be done right? What do you think they based these movies on?
I don't remember most of the comics, but I remember liking them when I was a dumb child.
Okay, so you haven't really.
When I say that
So you don't actively read comics, you used to read comics.
Yes. We have to move on from the comic book talk, or I'm going to fill this in now, audio and video listeners, with your favorite pejoratives or ways of exploding.
Oh, yeah.
I wanted to talk about, this is non-political, but I was on J-Swipe for a while. It was a Jewish dating app.
True, yeah.
And I wanted to say or just talk about the person that I matched with.
Yeah.
Not a person that I matched with, the person that I found.
Oh. Because you don't get matches, do you?
I can end your ability to have kids. Hey, huge Zionist here. Politically conservative -- love Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson. Bonus points if you speak Russian. Height 5'2".
And you didn't swipe right?
No. No, I did not.
That's like my dream woman right there.
Actually, I think I did. And you know what happened? I ran out of women within 100 miles.
Did you pay for extra swipes?
No.
No?
J-Swipe doesn't have extra swipes features. Because they have...
About how long did you spend swiping?
Oh, not that long. There was probably 20 or 30 people.
I guess J-Swipe isn't a super popular app.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
It's interesting because we're in a very J-heavy area.
Yeah.
All
those J's.
Maybe the third largest concentration. Third largest group of J's in the world. Maybe fifth.
You're a silly guy, Max.
That was unintentional.
I know. I'm aware.
Dope. And then I downloaded Hinge. And then I deleted Hinge.
And then he
for unrelated reasons. Thank you again to our Patreon listeners.
Max texted me legitimately asking if you should pay for Hinge Premium. To which
Told
I
you
said,
that in confidence.
no, you asked me that in confidence.
I asked you that in confidence.
And we have a podcast. And we have to speak about interesting things.
That's not interesting. That's just demoralizing. It's
No,
different.
see, this is when you start to gaslight me. It's like, dude, I was joking. Oh my god.
I wasn't joking. I was lonely.
Exactly. Exactly.
I was just sad. I don't know. The dopamine feedback loops aren't as fun when you don't have unlimited swipes.
If any one of our patrons wants to help Max out with that on the Discord server,
any of our previously subscribed patrons,
yeah, or hey, you know, if you join the Patreon
or co-hosts,
if you join the Patreon, you get the flirting with Max. That's what we're getting at.
Yep, which is something people want.
Yeah.
Stamp of approval.
You had
above board.
You had a very particular way of flirting that night. I kind of want to show an image.
You cannot.
We spoke about the image.
I will just explain it. People can find it on their own. I was linking an AI photo of Mark Zuckerberg.
We've spoken about this image on the podcast.
For people that may not have
I'm
heard
showing
that
the chat right now.
You cannot.
Max just said...
No, yeah, you could show it.
Max just goes, me for you, and then sends that image.
Look, I tested in the bottom 7th percentile for impulse control. For all teenagers with and without ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, well, not knowing you, no.
This is going to sound extremely conceited, but this is a podcast. With my intelligence level and that low of impulse control, it is a very bad combination.
I'm going to quote Better Call Saul. He's like a monkey with a machine gun.
That's exactly what I'm like.
Yeah.
I'm a bonobo ape.
Mm-hmm.
Makes for good Patreon material, good podcast material. Just laughing at... Dude, okay, this isn't a story I'm going to tell. There was a time when I, semi-jokingly... basically struggled to understand the social dynamics between female friend groups in high school. So to make this easier to understand, I made a flow chart.
No fucking way.
You don't know this?
Of what? Of what?
Of all of the friend groups.
Okay. I thought you were gonna pull a community.
No.
Where
That was also from The Office first.
No,
that was
where
also
where
from The
Abed
Office
starts
first.
tracking their periods.
Yeah, that was from The Office did that first. I want to say that.
When?
They were talking about... Oh, Parks and Rec also did it. But...
It's just a very common concept, I guess.
Yes.
These 3 NBC shows.
Anyways, I made a flowchart tracking which people who were friends with who, how they were friends with each other, and how close they were to me.
What? How old were you?
This was sophomore year.
I really wonder why we didn't have many friends in high school.
I don't wonder.
I was being sarcastic.
But I won't bleep this name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that person, she wanted to see the chart so bad.
You told her about it?
I like attention. So I did. And then she saw it and she was like in love with it. And she said, I love your analytical brain. Oh my God. And then she said, I want to make a burn book with you. This person...
She's a very enthusiastic person. She's very enthusiastic.
She's nuts. This person will go on to... I believe I've described this before. She bought a fake pregnancy test to prank her boyfriend. Then wanted to use the same device to get out of assignments. But her issue with that was being concerned that teachers thinking that she was a slut.
Yeah.
And then, for a friend's birthday...
Oh, you did mention this before.
Planned a full staged kidnapping with bags on heads, with fake weapons, with loud noises, with a van.
That sounds awesome, dude.
And they executed it.
But they executed her?
But they used see-through bags. Which makes me think they used, like, grocery store bags.
Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm not going to shit talk this person. Well, for one thing,
this person is wonderfully nice.
Sometimes. I know. I'm not.
I like spending time with this person.
For one thing, I don't like shit talking. For another thing, this person has been extremely supportive of me and my filmmaking. And everything.
Oh no, this person's great.
Yeah,
I love this person.
Yeah. Oh, especially
I will say,
especially within our high school community.
This person's fantastic.
Yeah.
I will say, thank God you never had feelings for me, because I probably would have killed myself. I did tell this person that to their face. They didn't love that, but this person's fantastic.
I want to tell a story that's like really.
If you censor names, it's fine. This is the podcast. This is the point of this podcast.
Okay, so we're in humanities, and she's sitting next to me, but she's texting with two guys across the room. She just gets back from the bathroom, and then they go, "Oh, you should show Alci," like on her phone, texting her. Then she shows me a video, just like a selfie video of her face while she's peeing in the bathroom because she's like monitoring how much pain she feels after recovering from a UTI.
Wow. Okay, I have a story to tell.
And so yeah.
It
was funny. It was really funny.
I have a story to top that.
She's funny. Yeah.
I had brought Play-Doh to school.
As one does.
This is 8th grade.
Okay.
8th grade. I had brought Play-Doh to school.
Okay.
And I was playing with it. And then she asked, this is math class. She asks to see it. And so I'm like, oh, sure. And then she starts playing with it. And then she puts it in her mouth. It starts chewing it. And then I take it back. And then I do the same thing, because it's funny. And then I put it in my mouth and I start chewing it. Because it is funny.
If for some reason this person is listening and you know who you are, just know we love you. We really love you.
Yeah, you're really cool.
We are not trying to slander you. You're just a silly person. You're a silly, fun person. Right?
Yes, I genuinely.
Yeah.
I think you are really cool.
Yeah.
Don't laugh. I genuinely
No,
believe
it's just, I do too. It's just I'm afraid of how we're going to be perceived. Anyway.
Yeah. I also...
I'm trying to think of topics. I'm trying to think of topics that we did, because you spoke with something. I think I put something... Oh, I got a makeover on Thanksgiving.
He did, and he looked good.
I did. I looked... Well, okay, so for one thing, there was the genuine makeover. And when a 4th grade girl asks if she could do your makeover, what are you supposed to do? Say no?
Nope. Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that.
I didn't say it like anything.
You said it like that. Don't say it like that.
When a child with wonder in their eyes and wonder for the world...
Don't say it like that. Oh, God.
No, you want to supply happiness. I know. You want to supply happiness, do you not? To the children of the world. See, you're doing all the work here. I don't think I said anything problematic.
You want to fill them up with buckets of happiness.
Okay, so a little girl did my makeup. Okay,
there you go. That's how you say that.
A little girl did my makeup. Because what are you supposed to do when a little girl asks if she's gonna do your makeup? You don't crush your dreams. No. Yeah. So a little girl did my makeup. First there was the genuine, which looked okay. And then they
wow.
And then they went absolutely crazy with it, and I still looked ethereal because of my eyelashes.
You did have great eyelashes and great bronzer. It was impressive.
Yes, it was.
And it's, to be fair, most bronzer works on you because you're about as pale. He's eggshell white.
Yeah.
No. What's a better?
I'm vampire.
Marble.
Marble?
Yeah. You're the whitest Latino person that I know.
Yeah.
I don't know very many Latino people.
That's true.
Only because I don't know very many people. Listeners, that is the reason for that. I want to make that clear.
Okay. Audio listeners, Max is being very supportive.
I am nothing if not supportive. I am. So anyways, audio listeners, love you to death. I'm gonna say a rest in peace to Chuckle Sandwich. I want to say Ted Division. I want to say a rest in peace to Chuckle Sandwich. They were a good inspiration for If Alci's Not Me, and they're coming to an end, and that makes me sad.
Yeah, I only ever watched the first 20 episodes of Chuckle Sandwich. We were talking about this recently, and
like an hour ago.
So it's too bad, but all good things come to an end. How long do you think this podcast will go before we end it?
Depends on if the Patreon continues to be technically profitable.
Yeah,
that is the biggest factor, I think.
Do you think we can get all the way through college doing this podcast?
It would be really cool if we did.
Yeah,
be really cool.
If you guys want to see that, we need your support.
We need your support.
Yeah.
We need you to support us, to lift us up.
To watch us.
Like a human pyramid type thing.
Yeah, if you want us to get no girlfriends throughout our entire college career.
Yeah, and
Help
just
us
have
keep our podcast
one
going.
boyfriend each.
Yes.
We've reached Patreon content.
Yeah.
No.
If you guys want to see more of that. Yeah.
Nope. Audio listeners, love you to death. Just tune in
the video version. I'm tempted to like cut away every time we start leaning, so it looks like there might have been more.
Just insert the clip of you doing that with that guy I hate.
Yeah, I have. By the way, Owen Gertz, that guy Owen Gertz, I have made out with him for a movie, and to practice for the movie, and after because it was pretty nice.
And every like quarter or so,
No,
every financial quarter.
I did make out with him for a movie, and that was linked earlier in the video.
Yep.
Yep.
And that's all we'll say about that movie.
Yep.
And its production process.
Oh yeah.
Production hell is a concept that we are very well accustomed to.
Oh yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah. This.
Stop.
Setting this up in this setup, which is pretty mediocre. Let's be honest.
No. This is good for a podcast.
This is. Well, we'll see how our audio turns out.
Fair point.
Yeah.
Fair point.
But we just got like a ring light leaning on a couch over here.
Don't break the immersion. This is actually relatively okay. We are using very expensive equipment.
We are.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
We're talking about you, audio listeners and video listeners. You listeners.
Because you're worth everything to us.
You hear that, Reese? I should just end myself. Or maybe it's better if I stay an eligible bachelor.
For all the women you're pulling.
For all the women that listen to the podcast. All the women.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Our Patreon is actually very split. Or not very... It's very female split. Which is extraordinarily rare for podcasts.
Oh, yeah. No, we have...
That actually is pretty common for podcasts.
Okay, well then what are you saying?
Kind of.
It is. Except... Wait, no, it isn't.
No, okay, kind of. Okay. This is a concept talked about a lot. So women are usually, in the internet medium, more okay with being higher level fans of something.
Yes.
And because it is like less, I don't know, they're more secure.
Yeah.
Men, it's more like, it's just generally, they pretend to not like something.
Yeah.
Because that would be lame to actually like something. I'm not being, like, this is just a general phenomenon.
Yeah.
And so, for a lot of Patreons, there's a similar, if not higher, skew toward women.
Interesting.
For a two-guy-dominated podcast, that it is rare to have it a 75 or a 66%. No, a 75% split. Mm-hmm. Maybe it's because we're so stellar and attractive.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
No, they can't keep their hands off me back home.
Stop man-spreading while you say that.
I can't spread wider because of this goddamn ottoman. I have an impressive man spread.
To be clear, it has started to smell significantly worse since you started to do that. It's like a noxious cloud. You know who else started using noxious clouds? We call that one a callback. This is a weird dynamic.
Yes, it is. I don't know
it's so much easier.
I don't know where we're going.
Completely digital. I've been getting back into Minecraft.
Okay, how's that been going?
Fine. Honestly, it's interesting. Okay, so this is a phenomenon I've thought a lot about. I rarely will intentionally seek out a new medium or new narrative. I rewatch a lot of the same stuff a lot. Because it is more comfortable and less mental energy than processing new information.
Yeah, so you don't like learning?
Yes.
Okay.
Hate learning. Learning's bad, and that's why I supported the removal of the Department of Education under the new Trump presidency. Reese, this is a joke. This is a joke. Reese, I'm kidding. Alci isn't, though.
Huh?
I would defend yourself harder than that.
Well, no, I don't know how. I'm not being educated enough.
Which you like. No, and so I just, like... And I realized when I'm playing through Cyberpunk and I'm 100%ing Cyberpunk for the second time, I shouldn't be doing that. This is crazy what you're currently doing.
I'm checking the group chat.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Okay, this is bad content, and he's doing a bad thing right now. You could have just checked the time that we're at from there, by the way.
I'm checking the group chat. My phone was buzzing.
This is shit I have to deal with every week.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna snack.
Listeners, this was a mistake. And we're back. We just had to cut because while I was in the middle of telling a story, as you just heard, Alci checks his phone and gets up.
I was hungry.
In no uncertain terms, I hate you. And I wish you were dead. And I'll be working on it.
The Oreos make it go.
They're stale, dude.
And?
I brought you cookie dough. I brought cookie dough to his home.
And we'll have that after.
I'm going to go home. I have to go home. I'm driving myself. Unless you're okay with me just sleeping here, which I don't have my stuff to do.
What were you talking about?
Video games. Basically, I tend to not consume new stuff, and as I was saying, on my second playthrough of 100%ing Cyberpunk, I realized maybe this is a waste of time. And I've started to realize I've started to do the same thing with Minecraft too, because for context, listeners, I have over like 10,000 hours about in Minecraft, which is a year of literal time spent playing the game.
Yeah.
Which is a fucking waste.
Yeah.
It's brain sludge.
I've
sludge from my mind.
With Batman Arkham Knight, I have 240% on all slots.
I don't know what that means.
I've beaten the game. I've beat the new game plus, and then I've done the 20% of DLC content that they have, as well as a bunch of other shit in like challenges and stuff. But that's just the story, and I've done that 4 times, so 8 times, because the game and the new game plus.
Why? In Arkham Asylum?
Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knight. Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
Arkham Asylum, that would be an interesting choice. But it's just, I don't know. It's a behavior I'm working to change. It's why I watch The Penguin, and I'm going to start to watch Slow Horses and stuff.
Good!
You're so loud. You're so loud.
I approve of this.
You have so much energy for a man. For a boy man.
What does that mean?
For a man boy? Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I just bought a bunch of games.
So I'm trying to stop playing video games, but I just got a bunch of games.
No, I'm trying to stop replaying the same games.
So playing new games. I haven't played. I played the beginning of Odyssey, and I couldn't get into it.
Really?
Yeah.
The
it's
dialogue is bad,
It's
and the writing is bad.
Yeah, so that's the thing. And the world is just way too big. You know what I mean?
No.
It's way too
Brother,
big.
I play Minecraft.
No, that's different. That's
procedural generation.
Yeah.
I've played Breath of the Wild, or Cyberpunk, or GTA.
No, but GTA is not as big of a map as Odyssey.
It absolutely is.
Is it? Okay.
In terms of points of interest, yes.
Well,
no, even not. It is. It absolutely is.
Points of interest is different. It's like
even without points of interest, it still is.
It's more like Red Dead sized, you know. But there's not as much.
GTA and Red Dead. Maybe they're not.
Red Dead's a way bigger map.
No, it's not because the scale of GTA.
What do you mean?
Okay, GTA doesn't seem that big when you look at the map, but when you are walking on foot, it is scaled very similarly to like actual LA. Kind of, not really. Kind of.
But you're like going across state borders and stuff in Red Dead. I feel like the Red Dead map
California is as big as Japan.
Yeah, it's one city. It's one city in California.
No, it's not.
It's LA.
No, it's not.
And then some mountainous regions behind it.
A lot of mountainous regions behind it. A ton.
Okay.
You haven't played enough of GTA.
I haven't. Okay, but Red Dead is... But, like, here's what I was going to say. What you said about points of interest. Red Dead, there's always stuff going on. That's how I got through Red Dead. There's not much going on while you're traveling places in Odyssey, you know?
No, that's why you can get on your horse and say, okay, horse, follow this road and go to map marker.
Yeah.
Which is why I watch stuff on the second monitor while I play Odyssey.
But I couldn't get into it. Because
you don't... Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a great way to watch TV.
The older Assassin's Creed games are great.
It's a great way to watch TV.
The older Assassin's Creed games are great.
It's a great way to watch TV.
What's your favorite Assassin's Creed game, Max?
I have only ever played this one ever.
That's a bad one.
Most of them suck.
That's a bad one to start with.
This is the best. I genuinely believe that.
Why?
Because I've watched a lot of the gameplay of the other ones, and a lot of it.
I'm talking about story.
A lot of it is very sloppy, medium grade plot, and like just follow missions, trailing missions.
I haven't played them since I was a kid.
Okay, they're. I had the same thought when I was playing Just Cause 3. I used to love Just Cause 3.
I got that and played it. I did not like it. And
then I played it again when I was older.
Yeah.
And I thought, this is really repetitive and stupid.
It was very silly.
It was extremely silly, but I also played Just Cause 3 with a DLC. And the DLC, like, literally gave you a weapon that allows you to call down a laser strike for 100 seconds straight on anything instantly with no recharge. And then it also gave you a powered jetpack.
Yeah, it's just a ridiculous game, which it understands. It understands that it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which kind of gives it a pass, but still, it's like, I couldn't get into it.
It's bad writing. Really bad writing.
Exactly.
And it should be fun, because you're trying to free, like, a civilization.
And like, another one I played, I tried Dying Light 2.
I haven't played Dying Light 2.
Bad writing.
Yeah. Arkham Asylum.
Arkham Asylum, I do think, is the worst written game in the Arkham series.
I actually think it's fine. I don't think it's that bad.
No, I don't think it's bad. I think it's the worst written in the series.
The finale of Arkham Asylum is garbage.
It's silly.
It's extremely easy to cheese. Extremely easy.
And it's silly.
Yeah, and it's also, I also don't like the way they designed it in a... We've talked about Batman again. This is a problem. This is a problem.
What's wrong with Batman?
We have to talk about, like, having sex and drugs. And
I have sex with so many drugs.
Alci's turned into a drinker now that he's at college.
No, I had more beer at Thanksgiving with my family than I have my entire time at college.
Yeah, you had 8 beers.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm the GOAT.
Because I had 7 at college.
Total?
Yeah.
Combined. Not in one night, just combined.
Combined.
Really?
Which is one night. I've only had beer one night in college.
You shouldn't drink that much in a night.
We talked about this already.
Were you hammered last night?
No.
Why not? You have fast metabolism? Yeah, you do.
I really. Look at me.
Yeah.
I've eaten on every episode.
Fuck yourself. It's so annoying. I hate fast metabolism people. I hate them.
I love it.
I also have a really fast metabolism, to be clear. It's just not as fast as yours. You know what's crazy?
Rolling up his sleeves.
First of all, I'm going to beat the shit out of you. So that's step one. Second thing, I actually, believe it or not, I don't look it. I am in the best shape that I can effectively be in.
Sure. Audio.
Fine, I will use my fists next time.
That's what I said to your mom last night. You want to do this? Do you want to do this?
Shut up.
You want to do this? Do you want to do this?
Shut up, I'm telling a story.
Do you want to do this?
I will end your ability to have kids.
This is not good for our audio listeners.
It's horrible for audio listeners.
Yeah.
God, what was I saying?
We're talking about metabolism.
Yes.
And how great of a shape you're in.
First of all, I'm significantly stronger than you.
Yeah. More weight means more force. I'm so sorry.
I'm so glad I made a movie where I kill you 1,000 times.
Yeah. We got all that anger out of it.
Anyways.
Yeah.
And I know this because... No. Because when I starve myself, or I go into starvation mode or whatever, and I don't eat, I don't gain or lose weight, and I don't gain or lose muscle mass. My body fat percentage is locked at 15%.
Have you been working out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. My body fat percentage gets locked at 15%. Can't go lower, can't go higher.
Have you talked to a nutritionist about this?
Yes.
Oh.
Fucking hate you. Better watch it. And when you're dead, which is it'll be soon, I'll be happy. And I'll piss on your grave.
No.
I'm gonna make out
Okay, and I'll still be lighter than you.
Let me think.
In fact, you don't have to stand on my grave. Just stand on me. That'll probably kill me. Okay. That's far enough.
It's bad for audio. Ah! It's bad for audio. This is...
Do it.
Okay.
So he had his feet on my neck like Anakin with the lightsabers.
I haven't seen the prequels.
It's how the third one opens.
Should I watch the prequels?
No.
Okay.
That's my opinion, at least.
I have heard that they're really bad.
They're not good.
Oh, cool.
Sorry, Ryland.
Not sorry, Ryland. They're bad. Ryland went after your movie taste.
Yeah. Okay. I'll cut some stuff out.
What is it? Us fighting 3 times? I realize.
No, I'm keeping all that in.
It's so funny because this is the first time we're actually doing this in person.
we just want to tear each other apart.
We just want to punch each other in the face as much as humanly possible. It's so funny.
We have a really healthy friendship, I think.
Not a problem to be seen.
How much time are we at?
I think we have another 28 minutes.
You fucking kidding?
We're at 112, and we need to cut out about 5 to 7.
Yep.
So we're at 25 minutes to go. I'd say our friendship's healthy.
Our friendship's really healthy.
I have never tried to like date your friends.
You have dated a friend of mine. We've established that.
I wouldn't do that.
And now you're hitting on our patrons.
Don't say patrons plural. Don't say that. It's... That's not true.
Guys, let us know if you prefer the in-person episodes.
I don't think you do. I don't.
I think it's pretty fun in its own way. It is fun.
This is going to be such a different vibe for next episode.
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do.
We cannot fight over our guest.
Yeah.
That would end very, very
We are
poorly.
having a guest on next episode. So
if everything goes to plan.
Well, we're going to have a guest on next episode.
What are we going to do for Patreon this week? We'll talk about that
We
after.
can fight.
Sparring? No headshots?
No headgear.
No, you're not allowed to attack the head.
That's so boring.
Concussions, Alci.
Headgear.
No. Headgear doesn't protect you from getting concussions, it protects you from getting cut.
Yeah, well, you're just going to have to not get hit, I guess.
Okay, I get to use a gun. You want to play this game?
I dare you.
You know I have a gun.
Guys, you want to learn how to disarm a gun?
Hey guys, you want to know how to stop someone from disarming a gun? It's called don't get close enough for them to disarm it.
That's true. Yeah.
And that's how you survive a gunfight where you were the one with the gun and they're not.
Yeah. Other tip, bring your own gun.
Third tip, he has spent too much time in Louisiana. The gun culture has gotten into your head.
I don't know if I've spoken about guns with them ever. I do have, because we had a fake gun for our movie.
Right.
I packed in what we used as our weapons bag, and I accidentally left that in there.
Did you bring that to college?
Yeah, so that's just at my grandparents' place. Because I'm not going to bring it out to a college campus.
Did you show Micah?
No, it's at my grandparents' place. I'm not going to bring it onto campus.
That's a really good call.
But it's also a possible prop for future movies.
Yes.
Yeah, but my grandparents are keeping it in a drawer, hidden away.
That's a good call. Did you tell me you kept the blue tape on it?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very important.
And also the big ass piece of PVC pipe.
No, because that just looks like a silencer.
Yeah, but it's a really long silencer. Oh, somebody at the farm is a former Marine and weapons expert now, and he does a job involving that. And I had him look at our fake gun for the movie, and he was like, "That looks like an AR-15," and he goes into all these details of like the kind of suppressor it is, and I was like, "Yeah, where did you get this?" And I'm like, "That's a Nerf gun spray paint for that, buddy." It's like, wow,
we got that guy. No, I think it was modeled after either an AR-15 or an M4A4 or M4A1.
AR-15 was his guess.
Yeah.
But when I showed him the gun, he was like, "Well, yeah, that's a really long silencer." He was like,
the pistol. Yeah.
It
is very, very quiet. We both have arms.
And then he taught me things about silencers. It was really cool.
We both have arms experts in our families that we could use for movie purposes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That are also former Marines.
Yep.
We could do
He's
that.
not in my family. He's a family friend, but he's cool. I really like him.
So,
Wow, I
in case you
wonder
were
what he
wondering,
said that was just bleeped. That's crazy.
No, it wasn't bleeped. It's just I wanted audio listeners to feel their own head. What it's like to be silent in there. Is there... Nope, that's not a podcast comment.
Okay.
That's fun. Let us know if you like this format more or less. We're also recording super late at night.
Yes. We kind of usually do that.
Not this late.
What time is it?
It's almost 2.
Yeah, usually this late.
No,
We've done it before.
We usually end around 1:30.
Yeah, we usually end post midnight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we started post midnight.
Uh-huh.
That's a mistake.
No, we usually record post midnight.
This is different because I drove here.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to drive back.
Do you need me to drive you?
No.
Oh, because how long are you get back?
Yep.
I meant my own car, but then your car's here.
Yep.
God, well, that was just an interesting decision of you, Max.
I'm not too tired to drive. It's just less ideal
Yeah.
driving at night.
Especially the way you drive. We've spoken about this before.
I drive great.
No, he showed me the thing. He showed me the 2 hands on the steering column thing.
And you were super comfortable with it. Look, if I can fly a plane and drive a boat, I can drive a car. I have only done those other things.
Because those are totally the same thing.
Well, I also have only done those other things with other people also driving it at the same time.
Oh.
Shut up. You saw me at go-karts. I know what I'm doing. Bodie!
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 Move the
Bodie, come
ears.
here.
Okay, so we do have a guest this episode.
Bodie. No, wrong side.
Bodie.
No, Bodie, come here.
Can I pick him up?
He wants to go outside.
No, Bodie! Wait, no, we need him in now. We need him in.
Let me take him outside and then you can take him.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Well, stay tuned. You'll see my dog.
Yes.
Or hear my dog, audio listeners.
Yes.
Yeah. My dog's name is Bodie. He's really cool. He was named after Point Break.
Point Break or Roadhouse?
Point Break. No, if we get another dog, I want to name him Dalton. After Roadhouse. We didn't name Bodie. It was our cousins. And they name all their dogs after movie people, and we got him from them.
Who's gonna let him in?
Okay. Gracias. Sorry. That was my father. But yeah, he's named after Bodie from the Patrick Swayze character in Point Break.
What is Point Break?
It's a movie with Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze about Keanu Reeves plays an FBI agent named Johnny Utah who's tracking down these bank robbers who turn out to be surfers, and then he has to learn to surf, and then he
Isn't this just Surf's Up?
I've never seen Surf's Up somehow.
What?
I know. It's something I missed in my childhood.
Ugh.
Also, okay, you have not seen so many childhood movies. Don't act like that.
Have you seen Cars 2?
Of course.
Objectively the best Cars movie.
Interesting.
Yes. No.
I haven't seen Cars 2 since I was a kid.
In terms of layers of depth, Cars 2 is leagues above everything else.
Oh my god.
Are you kidding me? It's an MI6 plot, dude. There's a car nuke, man. Kind of. A car super gun. Are you kidding me? He puts him in an elaborate trap. Dude, are you kidding me?
Yeah, but if that
In
happened
British accents.
If that happened in a live action movie, you'd say this is ridiculous.
I would absolutely... I watched all of the James Bond movies.
Yeah, and you didn't like most of them, didn't you?
I thought they were entertaining. Okay,
Did they have layers of depth?
There is a topics... This is a idea stolen from the art. But it is...
As most of your ideas are. Yeah.
What can I use as a weapon? That isn't our recording equipment. Or your computer.
Or my family's possessions.
Yep. It's entertainingly formulaic.
Yeah.
And so it can be formulaic, but it's done so in a way that's entertaining and it's consistent. It's why people like James Bond movies.
And Marvel.
But Marvel's a little too cut and dry for me. A little too I'm not a big Marvel guy. I'm making fun of you.
I'm not a Marvel guy.
I know that's why. Because you think you're cool and different. Like
No.
every film guy.
No. I think I'm taking the popular opinion among film people because it's correct.
He's doing the thing, guys. He's doing the thing.
What thing? Straw man technique?
No.
Then I don't know what I'm doing.
You're playing into exactly what I just described.
No, you said I was trying to be cool and different. And I said, no, I know that I have the same opinion as all of them.
As every film guy... No, sorry. Cool and different from the populace.
Except I am part of a populace within my community.
That's not what Okay.
Within my community, yeah. I'm sorry I agree with Martin Scorsese. Jeez. I'm so cool and different.
Bro,
No.
The Irishman was fucking miserable.
Have you seen any other Scorsese movie?
I don't think so.
The Departed.
Yes, The Departed. Departed was good. Kind of.
Yeah.
The Departed dragged a little bit.
Well, you also have no attention span.
Motherfucker, I read books. You can't read books.
Yeah, no, you just play video games with 3 other screens going on at the same time.
One other screen.
And you play the same ones for 10,000 hours.
Yeah, I got my 10,000 hours. That's not doing something for a long time. That's not a long attention span.
No, you don't have the
Minecraft
attention
held
to
my
try
attention
new
for
things.
10,000 hours. That's 472 days or something of literal time, which is bad choice. Don't do that. Bad.
Patrons, isn't Max so attractive?
Patrons, am I rizzing you up by talking about my Minecraft hours?
Max thinks mewing is funny.
That's not... Okay.
But I'm cool and different, and I don't like that.
You're not like the other girls.
No. I would hope not.
You could never be. God, your dog smells bad.
Oh, because when we go to the farm, he likes to find a big old pile of cow poop and roll around in it.
Yeah, he smells bad.
My
Very
dad,
cute.
My dad bathed him and scrubbed him.
His fur is super long. I don't know. Yeah.
It is.
He's a mini Aussie, right?
Mini Aussie, yeah.
I need to actually get a weapon that I can use.
Hey, watch this.
Cut the podcast.
I've been waiting to slap you for real this whole time. I wanted to see how you'd react. No, it wasn't even a real slap. I like grazed you.
Technically, you're taller than me and have more combat ability, which means I can punch up. You know what that means? Punching up.
Mm-hmm.
No, not literally punching up. When you punch up metaphorically.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
It means going, essentially, okay, to use another metaphor, out of your weight class. Like to go another level up.
No.
To punch at someone who is not a good person to punch at.
No.
Then what does it mean?
It means to punch at someone who is better than you.
Yeah, that's what I literally just said.
No. Because you are allowed to.
Oh, yeah.
It's different.
Okay.
Which means I can sock you and you can't do anything. Because I'm punching up.
And I'd feel bad if I punched you back.
Exactly.
Maybe.
And these are the rules of
You
society.
want to find it out?
Not that bad, I don't. Did you? Oh my god, okay.
What is that?
This is bad material.
Yeah.
This is a mistake.
We'll see.
Ending the podcast. Do you remember at Habitat when we were doing the restore?
Mm.
Jason kept like pissing me off.
Do I have to censor that name?
No, that's a common enough name.
Okay.
It's like the second most common name for our age range.
Fair.
Yeah. Jason, anyways, he and then he kept pissing me off, and then he said that someone else would beat me in a fight, and then he like punched me in the shoulder a little hard, and then I got just so tired of him at one point that we were walking into another room, and I socked him as hard as I possibly could, and he like tripped over some things and started laughing.
Yeah.
He just like couldn't feel his arm for 15 minutes.
You assaulted someone.
No, I assaulted Jason, who deserves it.
Okay, well, yeah, and who you would be in the fight. That was like kind of one of the most basic groups of simple men that I've been a part of.
They were the closest to cavemen.
Yeah,
like the
no. But they
been.
did. There was a lot of talks of who would beat who in a fight, and then finally someone said, like, they compared me and the other skinny guy. They were like, "Oh, who do you think would win a fight?" And then you said you basically detailed my fighting history, and then they asked me, and I detailed more, and they were like, "Oh, this guy would be fucked."
Yeah.
You know? And then for the whole rest of the trip, they were like, "Okay, wait, Alci. What happens if they come at you this way?" And I'd be like, "Well, I would do that," and then they would go. It was like, "Oh, that's so cool."
like literally, like seals. Yeah. Just. Oh my god.
I was like, "No, you want to slip towards them so you can punch them." They'd be like,
"Wow, whoa, dude!" And all of them had girlfriends. Isn't that crazy?
"Yeah,
Isn't that crazy?
yeah."
God.
Maybe we're lame. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe they're cool.
Maybe we just need to learn how to be excited by things.
Maybe it's fine if they think that the clit is genuinely a made-up concept. If it's a thing in video games.
They can't find the cliffs.
That's a Patreon joke.
Mm-hmm.
And we won't say who couldn't. Another Patreon joke. That's for you Patreon listeners.
Yeah.
This episode is very
so
much
much by being a Patreon
Yeah,
listener. You guys don't understand.
Yeah, this episode is very much dedicated to you guys.
He told me that he wants access to the Discord because he bought me beer one time.
No.
That's what I said.
Cool. Because that's illegal, and this is a...
No, the Discord. He wanted access to the Discord.
What he did is illegal, and we're running a business. And that's called quid pro quo.
I didn't have beer.
That's... You're doing an exchange. It's weird businessy. It's a little fraudy.
Yeah, no, that is kind of like paying for an illegal act. Never mind.
Not kind
Also,
of.
no, he didn't buy me beer because I'm going to censor his name when I say who bought me beer. To protect him.
He just has a fake, right? He's not 21.
No, there's just so many places around campus that don't card.
What?
Yeah.
That's a bad choice.
There's a place by us, a smoke shop, that it has this little, like light board that advertises all the things it sells. And my friend Elijah made us sit through and watch the whole thing because he saw this one time. And it's a lot of stuff. It goes through a lot of stuff. But then for a split second, it just goes, acid. For a split second. They publicly announced that they sell acid just for a split second, hoping that no law enforcement will see.
You know, acid and shrooms are the same. It's the same chemical.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know that.
Yeah.
We should try it both and compare on the Patreon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know where to get some.
Yeah, you do. So, fun fact, listeners, those drugs, specifically hallucinogenics, very, very bad to do if you have past trauma or generational trauma. Like, it is horrible to do because it can do very bad things to your brain and make you remember those things. Both of us have kind of lived and seen a lot.
I wouldn't call any of my experiences traumatic. Personally.
Any of them?
No.
Comic-Con.
Yeah, that's not trauma.
Okay, I would consider mine trauma.
I think yours is closer to trauma, some of the stories you told me. But like
some of the ones
like
you've seen.
Yes. No, that's not trauma.
That wasn't trauma. That was stressful.
To me, trauma is like what the Marine was telling me about shit he's seen earlier today. That's trauma. Watching your friends die in front of you.
Don't gatekeep trauma.
It's like, no, obviously there are, like, I think the younger you are, the more susceptible you are to traumatic events.
Like, I have some stuff that I won't talk about that is kind of in that vein.
No, and I wouldn't say that, but it's like, I refuse to call something that happened to me. This is a me thing. I'm not trying to label anything. Like, I'm not going to call the thing that happened at Comic-Con trauma. Because
it was traumatic.
But I don't think so. Maybe for somebody else, not for me.
For every other member that was there, they said it was.
I think it was traumatic for 2 people. I was not one of those people. Bodhi! I'll go grab him.
Okay.
Say hello, Bodhi.
This is our first official Patreon guest. This is Buddy.
Well, Patreon guest.
This is our first official podcast guest. This is Buddy.
Bodhi can't pay for the Patreon. Are you kidding me?
Buddy gets free membership for life.
I miss this guy so goddamn much.
That's not true.
Yeah, no. I was more excited to see him than my family coming back. Because, look, hear me out. I can call my family on the phone. I can't call him on the phone.
You very well can.
He cannot perceive me on the other end.
No.
Exactly.
Actually, my dogs can perceive my sister.
Interesting.
Yeah.
My dog cannot perceive anything that's not directly in front of him. Like, he can't... like, some dogs watch TV, not my dog. Like, he can hear a dog bark and he'll think it's a dog barking from the TV.
Hi, buddy.
Yeah, you can pet him. You can pet him.
This is bad content, but he's amazing.
What do
so
you
it's
mean?
Fine.
Well, it's good video content, I think.
Kind of. You want to give him mic access?
Buddy, what do you have to say to the world?
Very
Oh,
quiet.
you do not smell great, buddy. Okay, bye-bye. That was
Yeah, you're
Bodhi.
gonna have to wash your everything.
Yeah,
All right, see you, buddy. Good night.
that was Bodhi. Oh, God, I still smell it. Okay.
City boy. Try a real work day. God.
So, anyway, what
That
we were
shit
talking
smells
about.
so bad. Oh, God, that smells bad.
Okay, it's fading. It's starting to.
You know what makes it worse? You know how smell works?
What?
You're smelling literal particles.
Oh, yeah, no, Negan made this joke in The Walking Dead.
That's a fake name.
Negan from The Walking Dead.
That's a fake name.
I was him for Halloween. Me and my brother were him for Halloween a couple years ago.
Cool.
Negan is one of the best TV show villains ever.
Cool.
Yeah. And he made that joke. He was like, so you're literally... No, my shit is literally inside of you right now.
Not
That's what he said.
kind of. It's in your mucous membranes, which are filters. They're air filters.
It's
I think.
in your
I think.
nose.
I think.
It's
I
in
think.
your nose, which means it's in you.
If any of my friends from my college end up watching, you guys, or half of you are pre-med, you guys can tell me. Which I don't think you will. Because
Watch
you
or
guys,
tell them.
you guys aren't friends. But, no. I would love it if you did.
Yeah, we love you guys. We love you guys. Just say you love them.
I love you guys.
Because it's not an if thing, because if they do watch, then they see you saying that you love them, and if they don't watch, then you don't.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'll just manipulate them.
Exactly. I lie to my LSU friends. Yeah, I'm kidding, guys.
You know what's the thing is, you pretend to be an enigma. I said this in the
I know, I joke.
yeah, I said this in the group chat that there's over 10 hours of you on literally speaking on a podcast
Yeah,
uploaded currently.
exactly. But they still do not know much about my actual past.
There's not that much to know.
Well, yeah, but like they don't know anything.
Do they really not?
No. DJ knows the most. DJ's like heard the Comic-Con story. That's the most notable event.
Listeners, if you want to find out more, join the Patreon. Ask me. I will tell you.
He knows some stuff.
I know a good amount.
And
I know more than probably almost anyone.
More than most. My brother knows the most.
Of course. Probably anyone outside of your family, I probably know the most.
Owen knows a pretty good amount. I trust him more with this information.
Yeah, because you trust horrible villain people
No, it's because you always skew it in your own perspective.
all the time.
Yeah,
That's not true. Not on serious stuff.
some serious stuff.
Give me an example.
It's just. No, I won't.
Why not?
Because this is just bad content. I think we should move on.
Well, we're almost at time,
Ooh, okay.
but kind of, because we're gonna have to cut some stuff out.
Yeah. Anyway, what are we?
1:35.
Okay, we'll talk. We'll talk for a couple more minutes.
A reason to talk.
Yes, a reason to talk.
Reason to talk. Chris,
That was loving. That was loving.
I don't trust you.
That was
You've lost
all
trust.
I was gonna do.
You've lost trust.
Get your face over here.
No, your
Get
dog
your
was
face
in cow shit.
Yeah, true.
No.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. I'm just taking my jacket off.
I would wash that with a washing machine and your sweater.
Yeah. I just kicked the mic. That was a reason to talk. I'm Chris Reason. And
I want to break your fucking knee.
we love you guys.
I'm gonna kill your brother. Why?
Yeah, he said don't. You shouldn't. Calm down. Calm down. The sun's getting real low.
Kill yourself.